have 6 children. They're all out of the house now, but at the time when this hit, when I had got some arthritis problems, most of them were out of the house, but I'm busy. I like to quilt. I play the piano a lot. And when arthritis hit, it was miserable. At its worst, I really almost couldn't get out of bed. I had a son who was home, and I had to have him hold the phone by my ear because I couldn't clench my hand around the phone or even bend my elbow, except for very carefully to get the phone there. It hurt so badly. So that was how bad it was and could get. So for 3 or 4 years, I was on low doses and some high doses of prednisone. And then the doctor wanted to put me on something else because he didn't want me on the prednisone any longer, because prednisone works great, actually. And I didn't really want to go on those kind of meds. And I said, I understand that there's a possibility that if I change my eating, that will help. And she says, there's no confirmation of that. There's no studies that prove that. So my sister, who has been living a plant-based life for 20 years, suggested, why don't you try going plant-based? It can't hurt you, and if you just try it for a couple of weeks and it doesn't work, you can take the meds. So I tried it, and within a week, I was substantially better, and I started going off the prednisone. And you have to taper that off, but I finally was off of it within a month, and I had no pain. And I haven't really had any pain since, except for one time when I accidentally ate something that is not part of the whole foods plant-based diet. And it had whey in it. And boy, I was hurting for the next day, and tracked myself back to what I'd eaten and realized it was that. And I really do not cheat because of that, because I don't like being in pain. It was hard to give up the butter. And it's hard. It's a little hard for me to make sure that I look at labels and all that kind of stuff. That was not my prior practice. But I really don't buy anything without looking at a label and making sure it doesn't have animal products. And I'm more careful with oil than I used to be, for sure, as a butter lover. Actually, and I haven't seen that my life has been too miserable. I mean, I feel like if I like the food, I'm not jealous of everybody else's food. If I go to a party and I don't have something to eat, I am a little jealous. But as long as I have something that I like, I'm not jealous, and I'm fine. Probably the thing that brings me the most joy now that I have my life back, and I'm not on meds, and I'm not in pain. I can more easily play with grandchildren. I can be on the floor with them. I can run with them and walk with them. I can quilt, which I really like to do, so I can do that. And I can play the piano without pain. And so those are probably my chief things. My message for sure is try it. And I was so amazed that it happened so quickly. I thought it would maybe take months to make a difference, and it seriously seemed to take weeks or less than weeks to make a difference. And I felt better, and immediately, so quickly.